Welcome to today's Critter U lesson. We will go over what transactions are, how to use them, why you need them, and their limitations. Transaction allows companies to track key interactions or user flows in their apps such as login, account registration, and in-app purchase. In other words, transactions are user interactions that lead to business outcomes. And these are some areas where you may want transaction monitoring: e-commerce checkout, stock trade, mobile point of sale, travel booking, account setup, and etc. You can customize additional transactions by adding a few more lines of code to your application and specify where a transaction starts and where it ends. We will go over the details in the How section. In case you were wondering, the following information is reported with each transaction: transaction group name, completion state, business value, start time, end time, the foreground time, and diagnostic information. Each transaction may end in one of the few possible completion states. Success. Success denotes that the end user was able to accomplish a goal. Developers are required to add code to specify where a transaction ends successfully. Failed. A failure denotes that the end user was not able to accomplish a goal. If a developer does not specify where failures may occur in their code, then the only possible failure modes of a transaction will be if it crashes or times out. Crashed. A crashed transaction may only occur when the app crashes while transactions are in progress. During a crash, Crittercism automatically marks all open transactions as crashed and reports the transactions to Crittercism. On the portal, stakeholders may view which crashes impacted a transaction. Timed out. A transaction timed out state may be reached when a transaction has remained open longer than the threshold period of time. Once the threshold is crossed, the transaction is closed and sent to Crittercism, where stakeholders can monitor the number of timed out transactions. The timed out period of transaction can be tuned dynamically via the Crittercism portal. It's very easy to log transactions. All you have to do is add a few lines of code telling us where the start and end of the transaction should be. And also you have the flexibility of modifying the value of the transaction. Now remember, you can always incorporate features such as handled exceptions and breadcrumbs with transactions as well. All begin transaction calls must have a corresponding end transaction. And by default, the SDK will automatically track application load times as a transaction. To customize transactions even further, you may use the Edit Transactions under each transaction group to add label, set default value, and a value for timed out in seconds like we previously mentioned. We offer the industry's first mobile-optimized transaction management solution built on top of our market-leading mobile APM. Our solution allows companies to define, monitor, and manage in real time the mobile transactions that have the greatest impact on bottom-line growth. We transform operational and business metrics into actionable intelligence and offer complete visibility into the impact of key mobile transaction performance. Please feel free to try out our ROI calculator linked below this video and see exactly how much benefit Crittercism can bring you. Here are some of the limitations of transaction monitoring. The maximum number of open transactions may be capped at 50, and all attempts after 50 will be ignored. Transactions is available only for selected platforms, but we're constantly working to make this feature available to all platforms that we support. Transactions is a paid feature, so be sure to contact our friendly staff at sales@crittercism.com to get started. Once again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.